Here, should I? Oh, whatever. Oh, do you want to open or close?
I'm down with how it is right there. It's cool.
Right there. Cool. Word. So I got my boy DJ P0Ps here. He's a DJ on KXSF. That's how we met. And yeah, tell them about your show. It's Monday night, right? 12 to 2 a.m.
Yep, it's Hip Hop Anonymous every Monday night, midnight to 2 a.m. You know,
Oh,
play
let me move this. I always forget to move that. My bad.
midnight to 2 a.m. KXSF. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just do live mixing, bring in my controller. Would love to do the turntablism stuff, but you know, we don't have like a legit turntable setup. But yeah, that's
What kind
my
of
jam.
setup would you want?
2 techniques, and then something with Serato compatibility. You know what I mean? So you know, just so I can bring my laptop in instead of bringing records. But I can spin records, can mix records, but you know, a little bit of portability helps too. So
yeah. Have you ever peeped out those portable turntable?
Oh yeah,
like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. Those are sick, super sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you ever consider getting that?
Yeah, man, but they cost
They're
like
hella,
$1,200 bucks.
Oh,
So
damn.
you know,
Yeah.
it costs a pretty penny, but yeah, that would be sick. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hip hop wise, what are you listening to these days?
A lot of some of my favorite producers are like Alchemist, Pete Rock, DJ Premier, Madlib, and J Dilla.
Dope.
Those are my favorite producers. But right now, I'm really fucking with like the Griselda crew.
Griselda. Yeah.
I think they're popping off. They're from Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York.
Yeah,
That's
they're from
right.
Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good music. Royce the 5'9" just put out a dope album.
Yeah.
Like,
How is it?
Like last year, super fucking good. Super fucking good. It's nominated for Best Rap Album of the Year.
Wow.
Freddie Gibbs just put one out with The Alchemist called Alfredo. Another Grammy nominated Best Rap Album of the Year. And then Nas also put out an album that's Grammy nominated.
Damn.
So yeah, man, there's a lot of hip hop out there. Like super good music. Yeah.
Did you hear the new Busta Rhymes?
Yeah,
It's really good.
It's definitely really good. It's definitely a different Busta.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously, because it was like the 20-year anniversary of Extinction Level event.
Yeah.
Right. That was. I remember I got that back. Like I got it on CD at Tower Music when it was on Market Street.
Nice.
And like you could, they had those little kiosks where you could listen with the headphones.
Yeah.
And I used to just sit on those for hella long and just go through the different, you know. But I remember that was one of the ones I got, was the original Extinction Level event. I like this one, his new one. Just the beats. Of course, he's dope at his raps, all that. But he's pretty conscious, you know. Like he had this song called, one of the songs on the new one is called Satanic, and he's calling out all these artists that are, you know, like making everything just demonic, diabolical, satanic, and yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was pleasantly surprised because he's, you know, I don't know what to consider that era of rap elite, because now, you know, it was a long time ago, right? It was like when they were at their peak, you know. So I don't. It's hard to know. Like, are they mainstream or?
Well, Busta's Busta, man.
Right.
Like, you know, you put Busta on a track.
Right.
It's always gonna. Is that Busta Rhymes? Like, oh shit,
Yeah,
you know, he's been in the game for so long that it's like, just that iconic voice, and he's a legend, man. He's a living legend for sure. So I've
Leaders of the New School.
Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest, man, so many native tongues. Just that whole scene. You know, so.
Yeah, that's when I got into it back in the day. Gangstar.
Yeah. Like classic. You know, Gangstar actually put out a new instrumental version of an album that put out a year ago, or a year or two ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So DJ Premier had these unreleased Guru vocals.
Yeah, because that was his producer, right?
Yeah.
That was...
And so he had these unreleased Guru vocals.
What?
That he put together. It's called. The latest album is called One of the Best Yet, and then he put out the instrumental version of that like recently. So, yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, super good.
Is DJ Premier?
Yeah.
Okay, under DJ Premier. Okay, I'll peep that out. Yeah, that's how I discovered, like, you know, like some of my G mixing gems is just like word of mouth like that. Yo, what do you think of the yellow? This is right now. It's doing like yellow and green.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of.
Oh yeah.
How would I change it to, let's say, a different, not that it matters, but I'm just a different color. I'm just gonna experiment. Oh, there we go. How about that?
There it is. That's sick. That's tight. I actually fuck with that.
This one? Okay, yeah, let's do this one. All right.
I fuck with that. Sick. Oh yeah. Shout out Crystal Mirror Space. Shout out to my homie Jeannie. You know, always holding it down, coming through. Yeah, man.
What time? So let's see. You're on in a few hours. You're gonna kick it here at the radio. Or what?
Nah, I'm gonna go back home, put together some playlists. So you know, just kind of figuring my shit out. Yeah, man. Sometimes it depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm feeling like a jazzy mood, or an '80s like freestyle hip hop mood, or '90s New York tip, or you know, new stuff.
Where are you originally from, by the way?
Originally from LA.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always loved hip hop since I was a kid. Growing up, I'd always listen to the radio, Power 106 and 93.5 K-Day. And they'd always have these DJs, the Beat Junkies, actually. I'd always listen to their mixes either going into school or coming back from school. So my earliest memory, my dad would ask me like, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" I was like, "Yo, I want to be a DJ. Like, I want to be on the radio."
What would he say?
And he's like, "That's not your fucking job." You know, typical dad move.
Right.
You know, I'm just like, well, you know, like, here we go. You know, like I got a radio show now, so that's cool. But I would love to. You know, I'm always trying to get better on the turntablism tip, so that's my jam. Shout out to the Beat Junkies. They have a school building better DJs.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they have a school in Glendale, SoCal.
Huh.
They have a school where they teach like the basic fundamentals of like scratching and like mixing and, you know, Ableton classes.
Babu is part of, right?
Babu, so it's Melody, Babu, Rhythmatic, Mr. Chalk, J-Rock, and D-Styles.
D-Styles, that's right.
And
he was from Invisible Scratch Pickles.
Yeah. And then sometimes they have like Shortcut and, you know, just those DJ
So they're just
homies.
affiliated with like...
Invisible
the Bay
Scratch
Area.
Pickles for sure. So, you know, just the DJ homies, you know. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
so like when the pandemic hit, they did their online version of their school. So, you know, since you couldn't go in person, they would stream it online, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and you could do lessons with them from your own home. So that's how actually I got better over the pandemic. Just learning how to like do proper cuts and scratches and hand control and just the basics, man. So yeah, that's how I got better. So
wow,
I still want to get better, you know. So
better at
mixing, scratching, just performance, everything. So I love DJing.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm right there with you. Word. And KXSF has been cool. How long you been doing KXSF?
Only been doing it for less than a year. Started in July of 2020. Actually, it's kind of crazy because it's like 2020 was happening, you know. But
you started before 2020, you said?
The summer of 2020.
Oh, right. So in the middle of the pandemic,
yeah, pretty much. And so it's like first, all these like positive things started happening one after the other. One like boom, 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 boom. At first, it like starting with getting my little dog.
Aw.
You know, got her at 6 weeks, and then just like months later, like, or at least like weeks later, I got my radio show, and then it's like that was going, and then I moved to my spot that's around the corner from the radio station. Yeah, it's called the Honey House. Shout out to all my honeys out there. And then it's just one after the other, just like positivity was rolling, creativity was rolling, and yeah, man, I just want to express myself through my art form, and you know, hopefully it catches someone's ears, or you know, just would love to do anything else positive, you know.
Dope. What's up with the Honey House?
So it's like a communal living, not necessarily communal living situation, but it's like a halfway point of like creatives, but also like young lifestyle, but coming in the middle and taking care of responsibilities of like, you know, house chores and, you know, but also creating art and music and just different varieties of different forms of crafts and people, and like it's so sick just being surrounded by creativity and
That's
different
dope.
artists.
That's
so.
dope. How many folks are up in there?
It was like 12.
Oh wow, that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it's
a
a
good
warehouse.
amount. Yeah, it's a warehouse. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's cool though. I love everyone there. It definitely feels like one big family.
Dope.
So,
That's really cool because that's pretty much missing for so many people. You know,
Yeah.
in general, even before this whole situation, but especially now, where like I kind of feel like anywhere where you could tap in and feel like there was a community, even if you were like just dipping in and out, like that's all gone, right?
Yeah.
So
it's either like
you know,
people live in a warehouse and they're artists and it's hella grimy, or
Right.
it's like hella clean and like freaking every day you gotta do something when it's just like not really creative or conducive to positivity. So, you know, that's where the Honey House is different, because before the pandemic they used to have like shows and open mics and, you know, just like
they used to have shows and open mics there at
yeah,
the warehouse.
yeah.
Okay.
People come through and perform poetry.
Huh. Do you guys have like a little stage area?
Nah, not even, just like in a living room.
Just in the living room.
Yeah,
This is
just
like
in the living room.
organic.
Yeah. We have like a speaker set up, you know, all this equipment. So, you know, when you're living with musicians and artists,
A bunch
you know,
of sound people.
yeah,
and
totally. So we make it happen. You know, we even have like movie nights.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, man, it's
You
it's
bust
fun.
out the projector.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, our last movie that we watched was like Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's it's just one of those like culty movies. Like, yeah, it's a trip. It's a fucking trip, dude. Like, yeah, I can't even fucking explain it, dude.
How do you spell Somar?
MID Sommar SOMMAR. That's a trippy
What's
movie.
Somar?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
I guess it's like a.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it actually is a tradition.
Now look, now it's all silver.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's tight.
Trippy,
It's fun
right?
fucking
That
with
was
this.
random. This now it kind of gives me like Krypton vibes.
Yeah.
Like, like we're in Krypton.
Yeah. It's tight. I'm fucking with this.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I think this is gonna stick, and I discovered it on this episode.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. And why is it called the Honey House?
I know the homie, Kyle, aka Valentino, which I follow up on his show. That's actually how I got into the Honey House. He has his record label called the Honey House, or Honey House Records. Honey House Records, yeah. Honey House Records.
Right. They're right here. They're right next to KXSF.
Yeah, they're right next door to the radio station. And I guess at one point, before I lived there was a bunch of people that started that record label, independent record label, and they just created it from there.
Cool.
So I guess that's
just
like that's my interpretation. I've never been told literally what it means.
You never read the Constitution.
The
Honey House Constitution.
Sign it in blood. But
no, in honey.
Yeah.
You just sign it in honey. Over like a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. And then community.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's cool. That's actually how I got in there. So it's like I followed up Kyle, aka Valentino.
Why aka Valentino? Is there
because
a story for
that's
that?
his DJ name.
Oh,
Valentino.
DJ Valentino.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he does like Love Line on his.
On my cell phone, I have him as Valentino. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when I
yeah.
look him up.
So on his radio show, he goes by Valentino De Martini, and then he has a segment where he takes in emails asking people to send in for their love advice, and he would give it to them. So,
he would give it. Okay.
Yeah, he would give. He's uncertified.
Kinda like, what was that show, Dr. Ruth?
I'm not
Do you
familiar.
remember Dr. Ruth?
I don't remember, but I do remember Love Line with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. That was my shit.
Love Lines.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And Dr. Drew?
Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was on what again?
It was on the radio in SoCal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I heard about it, but that was like pre-internet days?
Yeah, it was like 2000s.
Okay, right.
Early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, no, Dr. Ruth, it was like this funky, interesting old lady, and it was like she had a show, and you would like hit her up for like sex advice. Dr.
Yeah,
Ruth,
very similar.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, the thing is, his show is what, 8 to 10 or something like that, right?
10 to midnight.
10 to midnight. See, that's cool. In the sense that like people are awake and like
totally.
Does he get call-ins? And, like,
no call-ins, mostly emails.
Oh, that's a cool way to do it. That's a cool way to do it. Because when I was doing my show from 1 to 3 a.m., it was a thing. I was like, well, I would like to get call-ins, but who's up?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
hard for sure.
But it's cool to do. Yeah, that's a good, you know.
Yeah,
So-
I mostly ask for people to hit me in the DMs. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes people are shy or scared, or, you know, so
Like,
Instagram is more the accessible way where people are more comfortable, like
Right,
reaching in or
right,
putting in requests or something. So
I see. Yeah, like they hit you up about what, like the requests on your show.
yeah, or like just basic, like, oh damn, you're killing it, or like, yo, you know, just kind of responding back to whatever I'm saying. You
I
know?
see.
So,
I see.
yeah, it's nice that having that little interaction, because it's like I definitely have those moments where I definitely don't think I'm just playing to myself, and I don't think that
Right.
anybody's listening. And then when I actually do get a response or
That's really cool.
some sort of communication, I get that motivation, like, damn, someone actually is listening out there. So
Yeah.
it's super fun.
Your Monday nights, 12 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. KXSF. 102.5 FM. I should know. Obviously, I had my show. Yeah, I did my show for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hip hop show, or whatever I wanted to play, but mainly hip hop. But the thing was, Airbnb experiences, which is what I do mainly, like live concerts. It was all locked down, shut down from March till late October. So I had like, you know, it was like my way of kind of like keeping myself busy, and you know, it was kind of traumatic to not have places to play at anymore. You know, so I kind of just. But then once it got back online, and now I have like several clients every week. It's a lot between that and P0Ps, so it's great. So I no longer had the time because of that time, 1 to 3 a.m. Like I'd always be up to like 4 or 5 or whatever. Like every Saturday night going into Sunday morning, like it's just rough. You know, I didn't have the wherewithal to, you know. But I kind of miss it. But one thing I miss in a sense was that so every week I would compile a playlist, like a dope playlist. And it would take me a while, but I'd have like 2 hours worth of music. So I'd go on my Apple Music, and you know, I have a paid subscription, so I could like just compile as many, you know. So every week I was like bumping something new, and you know, I took the time to like fish for stuff and check artists I like, and sure enough, more often than not, they had like recent stuff I hadn't heard of that they just put out, you know. So I still listen to some of my, so I would make a playlist for every week, and they're still there on like my iTunes, you know. So I still kind of bust random episodes, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I kind of miss that, but word. So it's been cool talking to you. I'll let you get ready for your show. Are you heading to the house or what?
Yeah.
What, you want to ride?
Stuff.
Oh, you got your dog too.
Yeah. I gotta get my dog.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down for
I'll give you a ride.
But if you want to follow me, hit me up on Instagram, DJ P0Ps. That's DJ P0Ps. And if you want to
So not O, P0.
Yeah,
okay.
P0 for an O. And if you want to listen back to Hip Hop Anonymous, you can go on my SoundCloud. That's soundcloud.com/TheRealPops. I have a few weeks worth of episodes there, or my weekly shows there. But yeah, I try to record most of my shows, but I try to get them up.
And you upload it to SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah.
And so they don't like the copyright. They don't strike you down.
No,
really? That's great.
So
yeah, okay, cool.
Want to listen back? Hit me there.
You know what's cool is why don't I just leave it recording and like get your dog and everything, and then like we'll drive to your crib, so it'll be like
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll give him a taste.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. All right, my boy.
Yeah, Pops is super cool.
You guys know each other.
Yeah, I know, right?
What a small world.
Yeah. We back in the day we met like I don't know, a decade ago or so, just through like you know, playing in the Bay Area.
Yeah, she said you guys went to a show together. And, like,
yeah, we went to Reggae in the Hills. She was friends with one of the sons of the Maytals, right? And so yeah, that was her ride.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah, so tune in. She's gonna perform.
Oh, she's about to perform. Okay, we're gonna tune in.
Probably in about a half hour.
In like half an hour. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Aw.
Good girl. She can get up, but I'm just. Thanks, dude.
Super cute. Oh my god.
This is Mila, my little puppers.
She's about to get hella fans.
Oh yeah, right. I should plug her Instagram. Psych.
Even though I have this camera view in the back,
you still look back.
I still look back. I don't know what it is. It's just like because I had a Toyota Corolla. Before I had this, I had a Toyota Corolla for like 10, 12 years. So
natural.
It's just like
Hella
from my lights.
natural.
So how is it living in this area?
It's cool, man. It's super dope. I fuck with it. It's
This is
And,
the
you
what would you
know-
call it? Bayview?
Yeah, it's a Bayview for
Yeah.
sure. So it's like, you know, during the pandemic, it's definitely helpful to have like that many roommates that we all fuck with each other
Yeah.
because, you know, makes not wanting to go out
Right.
a lot chiller because it's
Right.
like I don't have to go out. I can just kick it with like whoever's at the house
Yeah.
and post up and drink or do whatever I want, you know, in the comfort of my own home. So it's cool. And then actually, it's funny because, yeah, it's just I just get to walk to the radio station.
That's crazy
You know?
because that's so unusual. I mean, it's such an unusual area to live in, right? It's
Yeah,
not like,
definitely.
It's not really a residential neighborhood.
No, this is industrial as fuck for
Straight
sure.
up
so.
an industrial warehouse.
Yeah, so it's super dope. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like how like it's so autonomous. Like it's not the regular kind of like the regular San Francisco, which is comes with like some of the new San Francisco attitudes.
Kyle's got that caddy, yo.
Holy smoke! Wow, look at that.
That's Kyle's caddy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's you. That's your entrance.
Yep,
Studio
yep.
G.
Yes, sir. G unit.
Napoleon.
G unit.
You know, I met Napoleon from. Speaking of Napoleon, remember Outlaws, Tupac's
Yeah.
Outlaws.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So I actually okay, it's in short. Basically, I performed at SF State,
Nice.
and back in this is way back in the day, like the early 2000s. And then he happened to also be performing, but the thing is, the people who brought me were these Muslim guys, and then like he had converted to being Muslim. He had left that whole. He converted to being Muslim, but he still rapped, but as his own thing, now separate from, it was like a whole other version of himself. And so I actually we played on a song with him, but through these guys, because these guys hired me. They did hip hop as well, so they hired me, and I still know. I mean, they're in like the South Bay, like in San Jose area. So I met, kicked it with him. He was like my height. I didn't realize
That's
he was
sick.
pretty short dude. But yeah, so Napoleon. So yeah.
That's sick, man. Well, thank you for the
Yeah,
ride,
of
G.
course.
Let me know when this comes out.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you.
You know,
All
send
right.
me that link, player.
All right.
All
Peace
right.
out.